Did that work for you, Jasmine?
I'm still loading.
Okay.
That's right. It's got to reload everything.
I hope I don't have to do this again.
Fingers crossed. All right, a quick recap for anyone that watched the last stream that now is just jumping into this stream on YouTube. Steve and I were playing together. He was the twins and I was the healer and Kapak. And we went to Daver and decided we would go investigate the catacombs for him. And on the way there, Steve had some horrible rolls when trying to parlay with guard captain Sever, leading to an altercation where we killed her and her guards. And then we entered the catacombs and got to a collapsed pillar in the ceiling. And Kapak wasn't feeling particularly strong that day, so we decided to not try to attempt lifting the pillar to squeeze underneath, and instead went with the antechamber to the left, which was actually the knight's tomb. And we are obviously not very perceptive and sucked at our perceptive rolls because we got ambushed, and here we are. And Jasmine is joining us today, who is playing Kapak. And I will control Adina, and Steve will continue pure mayhem with the twins. All right, did that load up for you?
It's still not working.
What?
All right, hold on. I'm going to come upstairs and take a look real quick.
Okay. Sorry about the phone. But what buttons on the bottom right should be blue?
The far right two.
Just the far right two?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, yours are matching with mine.
Still not working?
No.
That's curious. Try clicking the blue, the one that's a square with 4 arrows in it.
Okay.
And then trying the spacebar. Does that do anything?
No.
Okay. Then I'm useless and...
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is your actual spacebar working? Like if you were to go type a message into something and then hit the spacebar, is it actually working?
No.
Haha.
Aha, my spacebar is broken.
Let me think if I have another keyboard around here. Do you need a wireless one, or can you use one that's...
I mean, if it's long enough, I could probably use a corded one.
All right, I think I got one.
Well, I might have one too. Hold on.
All right, I'm going to make something quickly to eat while we all figure that out. Be right back.
That's the same people I got. It said that it didn't recognize the device. There might be something wrong with that USB port. Well, what else do you have plugged into the front?
My
Oh, okay.
I think we had a malfunctioning USB port. But hey, no stream would be complete without technical difficulties.
I was just about to say that, and I'm good. I'm fixed.
Yes.
All right, ready to go.
I think Andrew might have taken a walk for a moment. But hey, now we can say whatever we want on his stream.
Is it a kid-friendly stream?
I mean, let's try to keep it family-friendly at least.
Does this go on YouTube or does it go on Twitch or
YouTube.
the YouTubes?
The tube.
Where's that useless keyboard? Turn you off. Because you're useless.
No good. Grumble, grumble.
I don't even know how much I paid for that wireless keyboard, so I'm not too concerned about it.
It looked like it cost about $3 at a thrift shop.
$275. How'd you know?
That's with a 12% markup.
Can you hear me chewing?
Not particularly.
Okay.
I gotta send you something.
I will. All right, I'll be there.
Oh, my time wrong. My time is wrong.
All right, are we in business?
We are
Yeah.
in the business.
Okay. So looking at the turn order, they get the upper hand and go first, and then I put Alexander first, with the thought that he could probably get up north and put maybe at least enough damage in that Alexander could come up and kill something and get a soul.
That sounds good.
And then Kapak could probably
Move in.
let me think.
Maybe we do Kapak first.
He just
Whoa,
would
upper
do-
hand.
Yeah. It's just a camera basically pointed at his table. Or Well, I guess which one of these guys is going to activate first? That would be the question.
So all the ambushers are going to go first. So the first two are on the bottom. They won't get to anybody. But then one of us goes, and then these two up here will go, and they will get close enough to be able to do some damage.
Why are the ones on the bottom not going to be able to get to us? Because it looks like they're equal distance.
Because the idea is that we're all going to be moving
North. Sorry, that's true. The last time I played this, we actually had the upper hand. So a few of us got to go first, and we were able to get up and kill two of them up here right away before they had really a chance to do anything. But it looks like they will be able to, probably. You're right, because there's only a range of 3. It just depends who they target.
That's right.
It depends who they target. So, yeah, the twins going first is good, then Kapak, and then Adina can go last. All right, let's see. I'm trying to think. What is the movement on the ambushers? They have a movement of 5. So this guy, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, could reach Adina right now. Yeah, maybe she shouldn't go last. Whatever. I'm happy with the order.
Well, what are these ambushers able to do here? 4 green dice, 2 base damage. Apply fatigue. What does fatigue do, my friend?
I think it decreases you by an action point and a speed.
Can Kapak remove that with his purification scroll?
Yeah, I think he can actually.
Cool.
I'm just opening the rule book right now.
All right. Well, why don't we have? We'll use this order just so Jasmine can see how it works, and then
you get 2 less action points on your next activation after being fatigued.
Okay.
Does movement count as action?
No, that counts as speed.
Okay.
But you can only move once per turn. You can't use some of your movement, attack, and then continue to move. You need to either attack and then use your movement, or use your movement and then attack.
Okay.
Yeah. All right, so let's see what happens. The first Makati ambusher is going to take his turn. He's going to shuffle the targeting deck and draw a card. And the first card we see here is yours truly.
They really don't like Adina.
No, they do not.
Ruh-roh.
So going down to the Makati Ambusher player board on the bottom right, or enemy board, they have a movement of 5. So the first thing he's going to try to do is Swift Stab, which requires a range of 1. That's what that target symbol is.
Okay.
And then he does a base damage of 2 with that, denoted by the 2 under the sword, plus whatever he rolls. So he has a range of 5, and he's all the way down here on the bottom left of the board. So he can only get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, like between the twins. So he's 1 space short. So if he can't do that, then he's going to try to do Shade Step, which is he'll advance as far as he can towards his target, which is 5. So he's now going to be between the twins. He's between the twins. And then he's going to roll dice. And on a star symbol, he gets to Shade Step, which means he just appears beside Adina in this cloud of black smoke and gets to then do assigned damage.
I imagine they just teleport behind you and backstab you.
Yeah. So in this case, this particular attack has a base damage of 4, not 2.
Oof.
Plus the 2 green dice that gets rolled. So hopefully there's no star symbol here.
No stars, baby. No stars.
There is a star symbol.
Oh,
+1 sword. So he'll do a total of 5 assigned damage to Athena.
that is fair.
That's not nice.
Yeah.
Off to a great start.
So I just put him diagonally behind Adina, 1 step further up, and Adina has taken 5 damage. So I'm just going to steal a 5 spot and bring it down next to her here. And that ends his turn because he completed Shade Step, so he's fine. Oh, no, hold on. It's the first round, so he has +1 base damage. So she actually took 6 damage. Because remember, they have the leg up on us, and that's
gross.
We're really bad at remembering those things whenever we play games.
Yeah, we are.
I'm counting on you to hive mind and help me remember. All right, so she took 6 damage, and she only has 14 health, so she's down to 8 already.
Oh no!
Yikes!
And let's see. I think that's the end of his turn. Apply stealth to self when prepared. Okay, so he's not. All right, so now Makati Ambusher number 2 is going to activate. He's going to draw a targeting card, and he got Alexandra, thank goodness, who is right in front. So he's just going to move force. Let's see, he has a movement of 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I would assume he would go behind Alexandra, making it easy for number 3 to potentially be able to get flanking on Alexandra if that's who he ended up targeting.
Yeah.
Like so. So he does get, he is close enough to be able to do that, and then he would roll 4 green die and have a base damage of 3 during this activation because of...
So should Makati Ambusher 1, should his mini be moved up behind Adina? Or is it?
It's Adina's right here.
Okay, yeah, I see it now.
Yeah, and I just moved him up diagonally.
Yep. No, it's fine. It makes
1
sense.
spot.
I misread the board. We're good.
Yeah. The only other thing I wanted to quickly check was the Raw Sworn. If within range 4 of the Raw Sworn, any ally that rolls 1 sword gets to change it to a skull. And right now, 1, 2, 3, 4. None of those ambushers are in range to get his battle cry aura, so that's fine. Okay, so that ambusher is now going to roll 4 green die against Alexandra, and that was a base damage of 3 plus another 3 is 6, less
-1.
Yeah, -1 because of her armor. So she takes 5 damage.
Okay, I'll grab that. And I'll grab a power too because of her passive. And why don't we'll put that on leap this time because it proved so very effective. Okay. I think it's Alexander's turn, yeah?
And now Alexander gets to activate. So he gets to draw 5 cards.
Now, does he draw 6 because of his passive? Did we determine it just means he draws 1 extra every turn?
Yeah. He gets
Okay.
6 because of his special ability there.
All right, now we'll take a look at these. Extra speed. Next hero who activates loses 1 AP. If it's Alexandra, it's 2. How convenient. So each hero has a negative card in their deck, and you have to play that card first whenever it comes out on their turn. However, Alexander's card happens to be a buff to his twin sister if she goes after him, which in this case, she is going next. So antagonistic goes first, so Alexandra will have an extra 1 AP on her turn.
We'll take it.
Now, yeah, hell yeah. I'm going to try and move him to flank one of these enemies and just try and destroy it. Target, yeah, human target, that's no good. Okay. This attack is free activated immediately after attacking. Okay. Apply shatter. Okay. Gain 3 speed. It's free. It's 2. It's 2. It's free. That's free. Gross. Okay. So let's move Alexander. He can't flank any of these guys, can he? Alexandra, however, is... Oh, no, he is flanking with Kapak right now, right? On Mercati Ambusher 1?
He is, yeah.
Yeah, so we'll go straight in for an attack with Altair's Vengeance, or Alitar's Vengeance.
All right.
3 green and 1 red.
3 green, 1 red.
Base damage is 4.
Which is 3 more damage to his base damage of
4.
4. So that's 7.
7.
But because he's flanking Jasmine, he actually gets 2 additional damage. So that's actually 9 damage that he gets to put towards this individual. And so you'll see that Alexander is here on the bottom right of our hero quadrant.
Mm-hmm.
And you are on the top left with Kapak diagonally. Yeah. And so that is flanking on this ambusher sandwiched between the two of you.
So flanking is just having an enemy surrounded on 2 sides, right? Or does it have to be opposite sides?
It has to be directly opposite sides.
Directly opposite sides. Okay.
Yeah. Because, like, Alexander is adjacent to that, as is Adina, but because they're not opposite, that doesn't count as flanking.
Okay.
Yeah. So between his base damage of 4, his roll of 3, and flanking for 2, he caused 9 damage. And this guy has 1 physical and 1 magical defense. This is physical damage that Steve is rolling, so he'll end up doing 8 damage to Makati Ambusher number
1.
2. 1, yeah, to 1. My bad, 1, yeah. So I need a 5 spot here, and 6, 7, 8. And so I'm just going to go put that damage underneath Makati Ambusher number 1. And they only have 14 health, the ambushers. So, I mean, he's got 6 damage to go and he's dead. So he might be a soul for Alexandra.
You know what, then? In that case, I am going to use Claw. And just roll an extra red dice against him to see if it does another couple points of damage.
Okay, it's free, so... And you rolled a skull, so you did 3 minus... and sorry, this is magical at this point, so you get 3 full damage against him.
Doesn't he have a magical armor, though?
Looks like he has 1.
But what did that card say? Was it assigned damage or?
Oh, Claw. This attack is free if activated immediately after attacking an adjacent target. So
okay,
it doesn't
no.
assign.
No. Yeah, so you're right. He does block 1. So I moved 2 additional damage up. So he has a total of 10 damage. He has 4 health left.
That'll make it a lot easier for Alexandra to do her thing.
Yeah. So, so you have burned one card for 2 power to put on Precise Thrust, and
Correct.
you've attacked. And you can't attack again because you don't have Frenzy like your sister does.
Yep, I'm done my turn.
And do you want to move to be closer to a particular region?
Let's see. So she's probably going to attack that one and then that one. Yeah, why don't we start moving him up? Let's put him between Adina and the undead that are up north. It just seems like it would make a little bit of sense for him to.
All right.
Well, maybe not for Alexander to make that decision, but as a board gamer, that's the choice I would make.
All right. Perfect. And Alexandra has her damage. So does Adina. Okay. So that's the end of Alexander's turn. And now Ambusher number 3 is going to activate. So he's going to draw a card to the table. And that ends up being Alexander.
Raggy.
Makati Ambusher 3 is out of range of Alexander. So he's going to try to shade step. So he's going to move 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 spots directly towards Alexander and be right behind Adina. And then he's going to roll 2 green die with the hope of getting a star. And if he gets that star, he will get shade step on Alexander.
Roll bad.
Roll bad.
And he rolled bad.
Yay!
So he does not get shade step, but now he is prepared because he didn't accomplish his first or second objective. Which means that as soon as Adina activates, he's going to take a free attack against her.
Oh no.
Unless,
bother.
unless somebody else attacks him before that. So, for example, Alexandra has a turn coming up, as does Kapak. So either of those could get rid of the prepared token on Ambusher number 3.
We just have to attack him to remove the token?
Attack him or be attacked by him.
Get within his range. I think, depending on how this first turn, like this first attack goes with Alexandra, I might be moving her over there to try and trigger that on herself.
And then Makati Ambusher 4 activates and targets Adina.
Oh no. No.
Range of 5. 1, 2, 3. He'll move 3 spaces diagonally. 1, 2, 3. And we'll have flanking on Adina with Ambusher number 1.
Oh, that's
Oh,
bad
no.
news, man.
How much health do you have left?
8.
Oh no. It's all right. She can take a hit.
So he's
Are
going to
you sure?
He's going to roll the 4 green die.
Roll bad.
Roll very bad. All blanks.
And rolled 3 plus a base damage of 3 during the first round, so that's 6. Minus
+1.
that is plus 1.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because that was a base damage of 2, so I made it 3.
Okay.
So that's a total of 6, less Adina's 1 permanent armor is 5. So she now has 11 damage of 14 health.
Oof.
Oh, boy.
That's the problem when you roll bad and don't, and you get ambushed.
Yep.
All right. So that is the end of his turn, having completed Swift Stab.
Christ, there's 3 of them.
And now the 5th one is going to activate, and let's really hope he doesn't target Adina.
Go after Kapak, please.
Oh, onslaught. Target the lowest health, which is Adina.
Oh man.
Um,
And the nearest soldier or creature activate. We are.
yeah. So
I think
he's-
Adina's gonna die.
yeah, he's going to move forward to be adjacent to her, but not flanking. And he already has a base damage of 3, and he only needs to cause 1. I basically need to roll 4 blanks here, or she's dead.
And we can't bring her back because nobody else has that reviving power.
No, and she can't use anything outside of her turn right now.
Oh no.
Can anybody else?
No, because only Alexander's activated. He doesn't have any cards in his hand that's going to be helpful. All right, 4 blanks. Let's go. Perfect roll.
Perfect roll.
No, lots of swords. So Adina has been killed. So in hindsight, having been ambushed, she probably should have gone first and just walked straight up top and used her mace to auto-slay the first ambusher.
Yeah.
Because the only person that then could have activated to get within range of her was this guy over here.
Oh.
So,
Well, let's learn.
Yep. So Adina is gone. I'm going to remove her from the turn tracker.
Bow.
Wow, wow.
And now that I'm dead, I'm going to go do something else. So see you later. No. All right. So she's dead, and that's the end of the ambusher number 5's turn. So now it is Alexandra who activates. So she gets 5 cards.
Oh yeah.
How do you draw them face down again?
They're always face down when you draw to table.
Draw to table. Ah, I see. Okay.
Yeah, you can even do that now and just leave them face down in anticipation of your turn. And then you can just kind of drag them and spread them out so that you're just ready to flip all of them. You can see that Steve is arranging his in a row right now to flip.
Is it 5?
Yeah.
Can I flip them all at once if I select them all?
I don't think so because you have to double click.
That's fine. Doop. Doop.
Hey, I wasn't done.
Doop. Doop.
They're just stacking on each other. So you have 4 there already.
I have 5
All right.
now.
Now you can just click 1, drag, spread them out, and then when you're flipping them, eventually on your turn, don't right-click to flip, double-click with your left. Wow, that's the quickest somebody has died, I think, ever.
Yeah. Oh, these cards are terrible. Okay.
Sorry, but before Alexandra gets to go,
Need 5.
the enemy with the lowest health was the target. That was Adina. But now the enemy that is nearest to him activates for free, which would be...
So I have a question about that.
Yeah.
Because it says creature or soldier. Is creature a specific tag for enemies? Oh, doesn't matter. We have a soldier.
It can be if, for example, there's like a wolf that's an enemy.
Yep.
That would be a creature. And so that card wouldn't do anything if there was no soldiers or creatures that were enemies on the board.
I didn't realize the ambushers were soldiers.
Yeah. But the first thing that happens is it says enemy. So the closest person to ambusher number 5 gets to activate for free, which is Alexander. So he gets to take another turn before Alexandra.
Oh, no shit.
Wait, Alexander gets to take another turn?
Yeah, so look at this card that they drew. It's called Onslaught. It's pretty powerful. The first thing you do is you target the enemy with the lowest health. They did that, and they killed Adina. but then you have to complete the bottom line. And so the enemy's enemy activates, and then the nearest soldier activates. So
Sweet.
three things happen on that card. So the closest enemy to them is Alexander, so he gets a free activation.
Why don't we have Alexander? In that case, let's draw his extra cards. 1, 2, 3, 3,
4.
4.
Yeah, and then you're full.
There we go.
Before you say move, one space down, diagonally or straight down, you will get hit as soon as you do so if you move there.
Understood.
Because 3 is still prepared. You can see that, Jasmine, by if you highlight this guy right here. There's a little green token that I added to him.
Oh, yep. Okay.
That means he's prepared. So anyone that walks into range 1 of him will automatically get hit.
Okay. All right. All right. Are you ready for this?
Yeah.
I step down 1 to get within range of Ambusher 3.
Okay.
And then
So
I immediately play Flourish.
You don't immediately get to do anything.
It's a 0 cost card. It says discard 1 to make an adjacent enemy the target of the attack. So he's going to attack me, right? And I can use Flourish to make that attack hit somebody else.
Oh shit, yeah. So yes, before you can play Flourish, he immediately attacks you. But
Right.
now you have a card that you can do to basically push that attack to one of his teammates.
Exactly. And we'll have it go at number 5 there.
Number 5. Ooh, I like that. Because he just killed me. Alright, so 4 green die heading towards number 5. I just need to double check what prepared means on these guys in this instance. So apply stealth to self when prepared. And it has +2 base damage and dismantle 2 while stealthed. I don't know what that means. I'll have to look that up. But he's going to do then a base damage of 5. plus 4 green die.
And this is why Alexander is awesome, because I'm just going to take that attack and go, nope, put it over there.
And that is a strong roll. 7 plus 5.
Oh, no.
That's 12. 12. But that guy has a physical defense of 1. So Ambusher number 5 just took 11 damage from his teammate.
He sure did.
How much health does he have left?
3. So it looks like there's 2 there that Alexandra might be able to take out. So the prepare token is gone. You moved down and haven't attacked anybody yet. So you now actually get to figure out what you want to do. Who you want to attack out of those 4.
I am going to stab number 3.
Yeah.
With a basic attack.
With a basic attack.
Yep. So it'll be 3 green and 1 red.
All right. And
with a base damage of 4.
I'm just creeping your cards.
Sure.
Nice. Thinking of power generation. All right, here comes a roll. And you got 2 stars and 3 swords.
Oh,
you get
so
assigned damage with your sword. So because Steve rolled 2 stars, he bypasses the enemy's armor. So he has a base damage of 4 plus the 3 swords is 7. 7 damage to Ambusher 3.
I am going to use riposte to attack again. No. That's only when I'm defending myself. Just kidding.
Yeah.
I think I'm going to discard first aid. Well, actually, considering where I'm standing, maybe not. I will discard take a breather for 2 power on precision.
Yep.
1. And I'll just need 1 more power in order to get that to work. And that will be the end of this activation. Or actually, should I move him?
You already moved.
You're right, I did. Okay, that's it.
Okay, so now back to that enemy activation card. The nearest soldier to ambusher number 5 gets to activate, in which case there is number 4 and number 3, which, it's kind of dealer's choice here. I don't think there's...
Let's have number 4 go.
Number 4? Okay, so number 4 is going to draw a targeting card to find out who he's targeting. And he targets Adina.
Who is dead?
Who's dead. So we'll draw again.
Was there just more cards for Adina in the deck?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because they really don't like her because she can use her specials to auto slay everyone who is adjacent to her.
Oh.
That's a raised enemy. So she can take out 6 of them, in one go if they're all bundled around her like they are Alexander right now.
Yep.
Nice.
So they target you, Kapak. So he's just going to move over 2 spaces. He's going to move 1, 2, 3 spaces because he's going to want flanking on Kapak with ambusher number 2. And then he's going to roll his 4 green die, which will have a base damage of 3 plus whatever he rolls. And he rolls 4 swords, so that's 7. Minus your armor of 6 is only 1 damage to Kapak. And
I get +1 armor with a shield, which I do have, so that's 7.
So I've added that already up here.
Oh, you did? Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
So if you look, he has +1 armor here from his boots.
Okay.
He has 1 permanent from his cuirass and 2 temporary from his cuirass. And then he has 1 permanent from his shield. So that would be 3 permanent and then 2 temporary. And the +1 is that extra one up here.
Okay.
Wearing a shield, yeah.
Okay,
So
got it.
that gets chinked away. You got a dent in your armor. So you lose 1.
Want.
But you take 1 damage. So I'll pull over a 1 damage here to you. There you go. And finally, that is the end of ambusher number 5's turn.
3 turns later.
So now Alexandra can take her turn.
Excellent. These cards are shit. Ooh, okay. So she's gonna do a basic attack on one of these guys. Who has the lowest health? We had one of them that had just 2 or 3 health left.
So 1 has 4 health left, and 3 has 7 damage, so 7 health left, and 5 has 11 damage, so 3 health left. So you're in a position to do flanking on number 1.
Yeah.
So you would actually have 3 base damage, and he only needs 4 damage to die. So you just need to do 2.
All right. So we'll do number 1. We'll just do our basic attack to him.
Okay. So you are going to be rolling 2 green die in the hopes that you roll at least 2 damage, because he's going to mitigate 1 of them. because he has 1 physical armor.
Or, yeah. That's fine. We'll do that.
And you get 1 sword, so that is a total of 4 damage. Less his 1 armor is 3 damage, so he is at
1 health.
1 health. Yep.
That's obnoxious. I don't have anything that can bump that to 1 extra health. Okay.
That being said, you actually have 7 action points this turn because of antagonistics.
Okay. Let's finish him off with another attack.
Which is going to make you auto reactivate when you kill him.
Good point. Why
What's gonna
don't
make what
we...
activate?
Oh, Alexandra has a really cool power where the first time she kills somebody in a turn, it restarts a new turn for her.
Oh.
She's kind of bloodthirsty.
Yeah, so that's the whole berserker thing. So actually, instead of killing him, why don't I put in an attack on number 2, Ambusher 2, who has no damage on him yet.
You have, you can probably do 2 up to, hold on, let me think. Yeah, you can do 1 attack on him. Okay, so 2 green die, same thing. 2 stars. Does that do anything for you? No.
No.
So you just do 3 minus 1 is 2 damage to number 2.
And then, what do I have for cards here? Anything with 1 activation point? Oh. I will discard Reckless Assault for 3 power. How much health does number 2 have?
Number 2
Yeah,
has
I'm
12 health. 12 health left.
Out of 14.
Out of 14, yeah.
Yeah, that's not enough. Okay, well, let's use 2 more action points to finish off the ambusher number 1, and then restart our turn.
Okay, so you're still flanking, so before rolling, you automatically kill him.
Real quick, though, before my turn is over, I'm going to discard Vampire Bite because it's completely useless and gain 0 power. I'm going to hold on to Inhuman Speed, Disembowel, and I am going to discard First Aid for 2 more power.
Yeah, give me the power.
I need the power. Okay.
Num.
So, all right. So leap attack is ready to go on our next turn here.
Yeah, and did you just attack this guy?
Yes. Yep.
Okay, so 2 is dead because you have 3 base damage while flanking right now, and he only mitigates 1 of that. So you don't even need to roll. So he's dead. So you get to draw from the treasure deck to find out if you get anything.
All right, let's see what we get. Artifact level weapons. Ooh, an accessory. Time to break out the scroll of identify. Robert, you cheeky fuck.
I don't have the accessory deck on the table, so I am going to
It's fine.
show it to you physically here, whenever you draw. Go ahead and roll a d6 for me.
1d6. Done. Roll. Oh, I gotta do it like that, do I? Okay. Oh yeah, look at that shit.
Ooh, 6, so rare. You ready?
I'm ready. I'm so ready.
Oh, useless to you.
Bah. PD range weapons have +2 red dice, but cost 1 AP. That's cool. So that's probably a Winter or a Vanessa weapon.
Yep.
Very cool, though. Okay, so that's the end of my turn. Psych. Time for a new turn. Also, I heal. I heal all my damage because I have lifesteal 2, and I injured 3 people, so that's 2, 4, 6. So let's draw 1, 2, and 3 cards. There we go. Vorpal, I appreciate what you do, but let's get these servers hopping, boys. Throw rock. Excellent. Discard 2 to refill this in and 1 discarded card of their hand. That's cool. Fury. Oh, I wish I had that last turn. Okay. All right. So, my base damage is now 3. Because I should have 1 soul. I also gain an additional power. Because I slayed somebody.
You're a natural.
Oh, this is so good. Okay.
You killed number 1, right?
Correct.
Let me get him out of the turn order.
So I'm going to move to flank number 5, 6, 7. Where's number 5? He's way up there, huh? Can't flank him. Let's flank number... Well, I mean, I got a lot of attacks here. Okay. So that's 5 base damage. He has 12 health. He'll save 1, so 4.
Yeah, you can
Put
do
him
up to
at
you can do up
8.
to 3 attacks on number 2.
Let's get tricky here and disembowel number 2. We're gonna discard the speed, and we're gonna discard adrenaline for the time being.
So
And we're
Jasmine,
gonna-
he's using 2 of his action points to use a card called Disembowel. When he uses that, he has to discard 2 other cards from his hand. And what that lets him do is attack a soldier with his weapon. And if they end up with less than half their health after that attack, they're just automatically slain from Disembowel.
Oh.
So that will use 4 out of my 6 action points. Right? Because the disembowel is 2 energy,
yes,
and then
it uses
I
4
also
of your-
need to make an attack, right?
Yeah, it uses 4 of your 6, yeah.
Yep. All right, so 5 base damage, and then 2 green dice.
Okay. +2 is
Yes.
7.
Yes.
7 less 1 is 6. 6 plus his
2 is
damage
8.
is 8, and 8 is more than half health. He is dead.
Oh, yeah.
Bah.
Bah. Okay, so this is where things get good. So now I gain another soul and another power. So my base damage is now 5.
And is maxed out. Yeah.
That was fast.
Yep.
And you get to move because you haven't yet. So
But we're not going to move. We're going to leap.
oh, I see what you did there.
Uh-huh. Who is looking like they're having a bad time? Hottie Ambusher 5 only has 3 health left, so somebody else could take him out pretty easily. Let's go after Ambusher 3. Move me so I'm flanking him with Alexander, and we're going to do an ambush attack. We're going to do a leap attack.
All right.
So
Boom. You just jump behind number 3.
Yep.
You have 2 +2 dice and +2 damage, so base damage of 7.
And then 4 green dice.
And he only has a health of 7, so you just need to roll 1 dice to overcome his defense. Or 1 sword.
Mm-hmm. This is why I like Alexandra so much.
And there are plenty of swords there. So you rolled 11 damage, less his 1 is 10 damage. So you have more than killed that ambusher.
Yep.
Number 3.
I'll take one of those powers back for slaying him.
And I think you get to draw at least 2 more consumables, or targeting, or treasure deck, rather.
All right, let's see what we get. 1, 2.
Oh, sorry, no, that was the second guy you've killed. Sorry, you only get to draw 1 more. My bad.
Oh.
Wait, no, sorry, 2. Yeah, because you killed 1, 2, and 3. Yeah, you get to draw 2.
All right. Coins. It's better than nothing. Bag of gold. Fucking love that. 3 gold coins.
So useful. So useful.
And then, technically, I still have my movement.
Yeah, you do.
Wait, how much power do I have? Yeah, okay. Why don't we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What is her movement? Is it 5? 6. Technically, I could flank Kapak. I could flank number 4 with Kapak.
No, because you can't jump. Oh, I see. You want to move there, not jump there.
Yep.
Yeah, so
I
you
should
could
be able to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, why don't we do that? So on Kapak's turn, he can lay the smackdown a little easier.
Bat.
Yep.
Sounds good. So that is the end of Alexander's turn. So Rossworn number 1 is going to activate and draw a card to the table. And he draws Alexandra. And so he attempts to do defensive slash. So if an enemy is adjacent to him, he ignores targeting and attacks that person. But there is not anyone adjacent to him. So instead, he's going to do what comes next, which is command. So if an ally is within 3 range, which there is one within 3 range, it's the swordsman or the warrior, the Rossworn's going to halt, and that ally will immediately take a free activation with +1 base damage, and then go from there. So the swordsman will draw a new target and activate. The warrior, rather. And he will target that with the highest health, which is Kapak, which is straight ahead for him. He's just going to walk towards Kapak. And he's going to have a movement of 3 and try to do heavy swing, which he won't be able to do because he won't get in range. So he's just going to go 1, 2, 3, and then be prepared, which won't matter because
we're not going that way.
Exactly. So he's just sitting there. So that's the end of his turn. Which means it is now Kapak's
My turn.
Yeah.
Oh boy. You said double click?
Oh boy.
Double click, yep. There you go.
Armor.
Oh yeah, that's
No.
nice.
I just want to click. When a decent ally is attacked, discard 1 to defend against that attacker.
The card's in her hand.
Oh, what card's in my hand?
The one that has the yellow symbol under it. If you left click it and say drop, it'll put it back on the table. It's funny because when you click on a card, like you double click it to flip it, you'll see a little square in the bottom right hand corner.
Yeah, I keep getting...
Yeah, so that means that card is selected, so you have to sort of click away from it and then double click your next card.
Gain 2 AP. Hero is immune to 2 status effects from an incoming attack.
Dude.
Okay.
Dude. Kapak is badass.
Kapak is cool. You have 1 zone immune to 3 activation. So an activation is an attack, correct?
Are you referring?
I'm reading domination.
Yeah, so domination, if we had Vanessa on the board, she has a pet eagle that's a creature that you could use domination to give the eagle a free activation to make an attack. In this case, we don't have any creatures on our side on the board right now. So that card is only useful to you to discard for the 2 power it's worth to put.
That's what I was just about. That's what I was just going to do.
Yeah.
Discard.
I'll bring 2 power over. Do you know which thing you want to put it on?
I was thinking about putting it on Slay. Well, we don't have that many enemies left, so probably Shield Bash.
Shield Bash. Okay, so I'll put 2 above Shield Bash. There you are.
Okay, so I'm going to do a basic attack.
Against the ambusher in front of you?
Yes.
Nice. All right, so you have a base damage of 3, which will now be 5 because you're flanking. And you get to roll 2 red die, which bypass armor. Actually, in this case, they have both one. These guys have 1 armor to both types of damage, so actually it doesn't matter. They do block at least 1 here. Oh my god.
Whoa!
Wow.
Whoa!
Oh boy!
That dude is so dead.
That's awesome. So you have 5 plus 6 is 11 minus 1 damage. 1 armor is 10 damage to Makati Warrior 4 or Makati Ambusher 4. So he doesn't have any damage yet. So he has 4 health left.
And how much activation do I have?
So
5. I'm going to use self. No, do I want to do that though?
Well, let me just say this. Steve was able to do multiple attacks in a row because his chakra, his weapon, has the word frenzy on it, which means he can attack as many times as he wants, that he has action points to allow that. Kapak can only ever make 1 attack on his turn.
Oh, okay.
Because he does not have frenzy.
Okay.
So you're at the mercy of maybe burning some cards for power and then using a special on your next turn, or saving them. You can move if you want.
I would, yeah.
Then I'm going to we're not going to get any status effects from any enemies, right? Well, it doesn't matter. It has 0.
The ambushers may have been able to give us fatigue, but it looks like you guys are about to kill their last 2.
I don't get any power from that anyway. I'll save that one. Yeah,
if a card doesn't give anything and it's useless to you, you can throw it away because you can draw 3 new cards on your next turn.
Okay. So then I'm going to discard Reba.
Cool.
And should I move?
You don't have to. You can stay there. So Alexandra has flanking on her next turn, which I don't think she even needs, but I mean, that's a thing. Or you could move somewhere else to be closer to a warrior if you wanted to, or what have you. I think everyone's going to move closer to you anyways on their next activation, so you don't necessarily have to.
Okay, then I'll stay put.
The only other thing I was thinking is where you're about to get 3 new cards is you do have 2 action points remaining, I think. So you could use Recover to heal your 1 damage and get 2 extra armor put on you.
Okay, then I'll do that.
So I'll give you 2 armor up top. It's diminishable armor. It's not the permanent type, but it's pretty sweet.
Yeah, it is. Armor's armor, yo.
Armor is armor.
So now you're back to 28 health with 7 total defense. So that is the end of Kapak. Makati Warrior 1 is now going to activate, which removes his prepared token. So he's no longer prepared.
Okay.
And he's now going to draw a target, which he can't get into range of anybody anyways. And he targets Adina, so he's just going to redraw. And he targets the nearest enemy, which is Kapak. So he's just going to move 3 forward. 1, 2, 3. And then be unable to do anything. So he's going to be prepared again. And then the warrior number 2 is going to activate. And he is going to target Alexander, which he also cannot reach. But he's going to move 3 closer and also be prepared. And that is the end of the turn track. So now everyone has to do an agility test of 20 to try to avoid darts. Yeah, except for Kapak. Kapak just gets 4 damage. Kapak's just big and slow.
The thing is that 4 damage, she doesn't even feel it.
He's just like, what just poked me?
Yeah. God, cut it out.
All right, so if you want to roll some d6 for 2d6 for Alexander, Steve.
All right, here it comes. Oh shit!
12 plus. I think you have 11 on Alexander.
Yeah.
So you are successful on your agility test for Alexander. No damage.
Okay, Alexandra. Ooh.
Could have used that first roll.
Yeah. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, yeah. So
she takes 4 damage.
12.
But
That's okay.
She will just lifesteal all that away anyways.
Yeah. Now, does she gain power from that? It says attacked. It doesn't say damaged. So I don't know how you roll that.
No.
Okay.
And now, so you guys both have your damage as is appropriate. The enemy's turn order doesn't change, but you have the opportunity to rearrange the hero turn order now. So if you want Alexander to go first, for example, to clean up some of the mobs that are low health, you can do so. Or you could have Kapak go first so that he slams the guy in front of him and gets some flanking on him. So that Alexandra can prioritize her multiple attacks on the new guys that are coming in that have full health, things like that.
Yeah. Why don't we do Alexander, Kapak, Alexandra?
Alexandra last. Okay. I'm sure.
Does that work for you, Jasmine?
Works good for me.
All right.
I'm sure Kapak appreciates going sooner rather than later after having to wait like 15
Yes.
turns to do anything.
I don't mind. I'm learning. So
All right, so Alexander activates.
Sure does. We're gonna grab our 3 cards here.
how many cards can you hold in your hand at a time?
5.
Except
However,
for Alexander.
Alexander has a special power. Oh, nice. Okay. Okay. Those are not all that great. I like execute though.
Yeah, tough on a warrior though. They have 20 health.
Yeah, but could easily clean up the 2 ambushers. Which one am I on right now? I'm like already right on 5, so
He has 3 health left.
we'll do that.
And you have a base damage of 4, and he only blocks 1, so he's dead.
You don't even have to roll. Perfect.
Yeah.
If you decide that's what you want to do, because you only get 1 attack. Unless you use something else. Like,
Opportunistic strike.
oh, savagery's good.
Yeah, I should probably be putting points into that, but too little, too late. Okay, we're gonna hold on to dodge. We'll get rid of execute for the 1 power needed. No. We're gonna keep execute. We're gonna get rid of first aid. Don't need that. We're gonna get rid of throw dagger. Don't need that. And we'll put 4 power. We'll put 1 on precise thrust, and the other 3 will go on savagery.
Yes, because Adina's dead, so the cost goes up by 1.
Yep.
Womp womp.
All right. We attack number 5, take him out automatically. Don't even need to roll dice, you said, right?
That's right. He only had 3
Alright.
health left. He had a base damage of 4. He blocks 1. You get to draw a loot.
We draw a loot, and then we flip a loot, and we get a flute. Greater power. Gain 3 power. Oh, nice. Is that
Nice.
That's not a consumable, is it? That's just, it happens.
It is a it sort of is a consumable because I think you can actually draw that as a consumable. No, wait. Consumables you have to use an action point to use. This one
Yeah.
is just you just gain 3 power. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Oh, baby. All right. So I've got, how many do I have? I've got 4 down here already. So I'm going to take these 3. Oh no, those are hers.
Yep, those are Alexandra.
All right. So 3, I had 3 on savagery and I gained 3 more. So I'm going to grab a 5 and a 1. That's damage. Okay, so we'll bring those down here and just put them right up there. So we know that those go there. 6 out of 10. Looking good. Looking good. Okay. That, I believe, is going to be my turn.
Do you want to move?
Yeah.
So that you're only at risk of being hit by 1 warrior and not 2 potentially if you get targeted twice in a row.
No, because I have riposte. So I'd like to get up near Kapak. So if he attacks number 4 right there, I can be within range to do opportunistic strike.
Okay, do you want to be on the left-hand side, right-hand side, diagonal?
Put me on the left of Kapak.
All right, so you move 1, and you're moving through Kapak to the other side so as to not trigger the prepared enemy below.
I mean,
Can he do that?
Yeah, you can
Sure.
move. You can move through allies. You just can't move through enemies.
Oh, okay.
You just
Yeah.
can't. You just can't sit on the same spot as an ally.
Got it.
Cool. So that is Alexander's turn, and now ambusher number 4 activates.
I have a crazy question.
have a crazy answer.
So if I were to move through Makati Warrior number 1 space,
Yeah.
trigger his attack, and then use riposte as a defense against it. Well, he attacks me, I take whatever damage, and then I discard 1 to attack with my primary weapon using riposte.
Yeah.
Could I then play execute on that guy? Because I still have AP left.
No, execute is. That's a good question because it's still your turn. You're moving into a prepared field, which doesn't mean they're taking a turn. They're just basically using energy that they had already,
And then, so it's still my turn.
So it's still your turn.
And execute, I am doing an attack. I'm doing a normal attack, and then I'm modifying that attack with execute. Is how I read the situation.
Yeah, riposte says that you make an attack with your primary weapon, which indicates that you could modify that attack with execute, yes.
How much health does that nerd have?
20.
Not enough. Okay. We'll just play it out the way that we've got it now. Then.
Yeah, the best you could hope to roll is 6, 7, 8, 9, plus your base damage of 4 is 13, less his armor of 2 is 11. That would be less than that. You could theoretically kill him if I rolled perfectly for you.
We're good.
So we're not going to do that.
Correct.
Okay.
Excuse me.
All right, so ambusher number 4 is going to activate now, who is sandwiched between all of our heroes. So he's going to target the nearest enemy. What does that mean?
What?
They're all the nearest enemy.
And so in that setting, I think we just get to choose at this point. So I would say Kapak, personally.
I was going to say that too, because I was like, I'm the tank. I can take it. It's fine.
All right, so here's 4 green die coming your way. He does not get the extra base damage because it's now round 2, and we're no longer surprised. Our surprise ended when Adina died.
Nobody was surprised when that happened.
So he rolls 4 green die and has a base damage of 2. He rolled 5, so 7 minus your armor of 7 is nothing, but you do get a chink in your armor. 1 of the temporary falls away. So you take no damage.
Tink.
Yeah. That is our sound effect that we use whenever Jasmine's tanking something and takes no damage from the attack because it's just bouncing off her armor.
I said that prematurely. That card says nearest enemy, attack ignores 1 defense. So you do take 1 damage.
Oh, no.
No, I'm so sorry.
Bad. I'm bleeding out, you guys.
Oh, gosh. All right, so here's 1 extra damage I just brought down. Okay, so that's the end of his turn, which means it is now Kapak's turn to retaliate.
I am going to retaliate, but first I'm going to draw some cards.
Yeah. You get to draw 3.
1, 2, 3.
Let's see if anybody's watching the stream. 0 viewers. Can you believe
that?
Perfect.
I get the feeling Robert goes back and watches them later.
Yeah, I think on his downtime. And then basically just to make sure we're pronouncing Kapak correctly.
Well, my problem has been Makati because in my head it's been Markati up until now.
Oh, but there's that card that
requires
says it's so fun to say Makati.
What does stun do?
Stun makes it so that the enemy does not get to do any attacks until their next activation.
Okay.
So when he goes to, like, where are you? You are right there. So the next person to go is Rossworn. So if you stunned him, he would then take his turn, activate, which would remove stun, but then he wouldn't do anything. He'd just stand there. And the next time he takes a turn, he would actually be able to do something. So you basically just cancel their turn.
Okay. I'm going to discard Outcast.
Oh, Outcast, sorry, is your negative trait. So you automatically play that as soon as it's drawn.
Okay,
But
so
I wasn't paying attention.
No other heroes may not use cards during this hero's activation.
Oh, damn it! Now Alexander can't use his opportunity strike.
Plan is foiled.
That's all right.
And I'm going to do a basic attack.
Yep.
So that's 2 red die.
2 red die. All right. And you have a base damage of 3. Plus 2 for flanking is 5. And this guy, number 4, has 10 health. Or 10 damage. So he only has 4 health. So you automatically kill him.
Bap!
Boom! And you get to draw from the treasure deck.
Ooh.
That's this one here.
Draw to table.
Get something good.
Nothing.
Oh, that's rough.
So cheeky. All right, that's the end of Kapak's turn unless he wants to move or discard things for power. Or you could do charge if you have enough action points. You could drink self-preservation and then use charge and take away Makati Warrior 1's turn below you.
Well, that's what I was going to ask. He's primed right now. So would he attack first and then I do my attack, or would I get my attack in first?
I think where you're charging and you automatically stun any adjacent targets, you would basically stun him before he's able to do anything. That would be...
Okay, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to use...
And I think to clarify, that's how I would play that thematically. I mean, if a huge tank was charging you, even if you were ready to swing at him, I would imagine that he would, stun you. But I think that's a question for Robert, just to confirm afterwards.
In my head, I imagine Kapak just holding his shield up in front of his face and chest and running straight forward without looking.
So I stunned Warrior 1, I think it is.
Yeah, and you'll be moving 2 to 4 towards him until you're adjacent. So you'll stop right there. And now he's stunned. So I'll put a stunned token on him digitally. Stun, this one. Right, yeah. I'm just going to put that on him on the board after I blow it up here. Stunned. All right, so that is Kapak's turn, and then the Rossworn number 1 is going to activate, and he's going to try to do defensive slash, but nobody's adjacent to him, so he's then going to do command. If an ally is within 3 range, no one's within 3 range, so that doesn't work. So then strategic maneuvers. He's going to advance to his closest ally 3 spaces. So 1, 2, 3. So now he's behind Rossworn 1. But he doesn't get to activate him because he's stunned, and he wasn't in range to activate him. So that's all that happens with the Rossworn. That's the end of his turn.
So I want to talk about something that we did in the previous game that I think we did wrong and may apply over the next turn. On the Rossworn, he has Battle Cry, which says alter 1 sword to 1 skull. And Guard Captain Sever had a similar ability where it was alter one sword to one double sword, and we played it as every sword was turned into a double sword. But I think that was wrong because it specifies one sword into one skull versus all swords into skull.
Yes, I agree.
Okay.
I totally agree. So we will not make that same mistake. Now Alexandra gets to go.
Alexandra?
Dra.
Awesome. All right. Where is she? She's way up here, huh? All right. Let's draw some cards real quick. Bloop. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Got this. I got this. And we got this. Click.
Ain't nobody need those fountains.
Shh, fountains.
Except maybe Adina.
Ooh. All right, so I got unpredictable. So I think Alexander is going to take 3 damage here. Well, unless she moves. Anyway, what's number 2 looking like?
Oh, Alexander
Full health.
has definitely been within range of Alexandra, so he would have been doing lifesteal on all of his attacks as well.
Yep.
But he doesn't have any damage right now, so that's all good.
Yeah. An ally gains 2 power. Okay. 5, 6, 7, 8. Close. Assign 3.
Kapak would have shield ready to go. With team
For 2 power?
Yeah.
All right. So we'll use 2 to give Kapak 2 power. We'll use 2 more to sacrifice and give 3 power to Alexander. So he's at 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. One, 2, 3. Oh, that's 6. I did not want all of those. Sorry, guys. And then she'll go attack somebody nearby. Why don't we have her... Is there a Makati ambusher left? Or is that
Nope.
guy in the turn order dead?
He is dead. He's out of there.
Okay. All right.
So you could get ambushing or flanking on the stunned guy if you wished.
Yeah, let's do that.
What do you have? Range 5 plus
6.
2 free 6. Okay. So you move 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to be directly between him and the Rossworn.
That's fine. And then, yeah, we'll use our last 2 AP to smash.
Cool. So you have a base damage of 7 right now because you're flanking. Plus, plus 2 green die.
Ooh. Man, I wish I could use Fury.
2 green die. All right, here we go.
3 more damage.
And that is 9. Less his defense of 2. You've done 7 damage to
3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
warrior number
Okay.
1.
Whoop. Grab those, put those there, and grab this 5 and bring it down here. 7 damage, you said?
Yeah, I've put it up there underneath him.
Cool. All right, so I'm going to gain back 2 health. And then that'll be that.
Cool. That's the end of your turn. Okay. And then he is going to activate, which removes his stun, but he doesn't get to do anything. So that gets removed. And so that's the end of his turn. And then Makati Warrior number 2 is going to activate, so he's going to draw a target.
That removes his preparation that he has.
Oh, did I? Yep.
Sweet.
See? Hive mind.
Yeah.
He's going to
Justin
target.
is good for that.
He's going to target Kapak because the highest health, and he's going to have +3 die. And guess what? He can make it. 1, 2, 3. And he's going to have flanking too. Oh, goodness.
Oh, there.
Uh-oh, this one might actually hurt.
Yeah. So he's going to do a heavy swing on Kapak with +3 die. So he's going to roll 7 green die.
Oh, dear Lord.
4, 5. I don't think I even have 7 green die.
Oh.
There's 6. Okay, so I'll have to roll another one. Yeah, because he rolls 4, and that card said +3, right? Yeah, +3 dice. So he's going to have a base damage of 2 plus whatever these 7 are. And if he rolls 3 stars, he stuns Kapak.
Oh, no. Roll bad.
No 3 stars. He only got 2. But he rolled 4, 5, 6, plus 2 is 8. And unless Kapak has any cards left that help him here, I don't think he does.
I don't think I do.
Nope, you do not. But you do have Shield Bash, so... wait, Shield Bash requires shield.
Yep, that's a reaction.
Assign 5 damage to adjacent attackers. So you could use your power to use Shield Bash right now and sort of just give 5 damage to either number 1 or 2.
How much health does number 1 have left?
1 has 7 damage of 20 health, so you would be putting him to 12 damage of 20.
Yeah, I'll have him do the 5 damage to number 1.
All right.
Where the hell is Alexander again?
So no power left on Shield Bash. I'm just taking that away.
He's the only one with damage on him, right?
Yeah, I moved a 5 up there. He should be at 12.
Oh, whoops.
Okay, so Kapak then had a total of 2 plus 6 is 8. Minus his defense of 6 is 2 damage to Kapak, and he loses 1 armor.
Ouch.
2 whole damage. Can you believe it?
I can't.
Sorry, I've only rolled 6 green die. My bad.
Oh, there might be one more.
Oh, star. 3 stars. You're stunned.
No.
Well, shit.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Kapak is stunned. It's unfortunate that he can't use Purification Scroll while stunned. Okay, so that was the end of Makati Warrior 2. So now everybody needs to do an agility test of 20.
I fail.
You fail. So just give yourself an extra 4 damage.
Alexander has 16.
Yep.
Alexandra has 15.
Your name, Sad Darwin, is appropriate.
Yep.
Yep.
5 plus 4.
Oh, I didn't want to do that. I just want to move it. 2.
No, stop God damn it. Just grab the whole bunch of them, please.
So Kapak is stunned, so I would suggest putting him where Alexandra is in the turn order, so you might be able to kill some people and not let them activate.
Sure.
Just a thought. because he's not going to be able to take a turn anyways. Let's see what.
So we do the twins first.
Twins first. Yeah.
Yep.
You can pick
do
whoever you want.
We'll do Alexander first to soften them up a little, and then try and utterly massacre them with our girl.
Alexander can activate when you're ready. I'm going to move your discard pile to the bottom of your deck. Not yet, actually. How many cards do you have left?
I'm just going to draw 2 of them, and then I'll have you reshuffle that, and I'll draw the last 2.
Okay.
All right, go ahead.
Return to deck to bottom.
Whoa.
And now I will shuffle.
But you do have a full hand right now, right? I see 6.
Yeah. So I drew 2 cards.
Yeah.
All right. Self-preservation, I like that. Glory of Tar Pit. Yeah. That's going to be fun. All right. All right. So, all right, who's the lowest on health? Number 1 is, right?
Yep, everyone else is full. And you cannot get flanking right now on him.
Because I am stunned.
But you could on number 2. Or the Rosshorn, if you wanted to kill the Rosshorn.
All right, let's get flanking on the Rosshorn.
Okay, so that's 5 movement. 1, 2, through Alexandra, 4, and then 5.
Yep. All right, what do his defenses look like? 20 health, 2. Gross. Alrighty, so we're going to do a stab-a-thon on this dude.
Stabathon!
Sounds like a dinosaur.
And I think we're going to do a precise thrust. Yeah, let's do it. Replace all dice for the attack with red dice. So he will have a base damage of 6 and will roll 4 red dice.
Is your savagery charged up?
It is not. I need 1 point for it.
Wow.
Wait a minute.
Wait.
Why don't we just sacrifice one of these cards? Oh, they're all worth 0 except for execute. I was really hoping to use that, but all right, let's take execute. We're going to sack that, and we're going to gain 1 power, and we will do savagery. Can I do savagery and then make it a precise thrust? I don't know how that works.
The precise thrust will be modifying your attack, and then savagery is after an attack. So you can do them together, yes.
All right. Let me bring this one back over here. All right, so we're going to do a precise thrust.
So your 3 green die become 3 red die. So you're rolling 4 red die plus your base damage of 4 plus 2 for flanking is 6.
Yep.
So 6 plus 4 red die uses your attack with precise thrust. And you have 1 skull and 3 swords, so that is 6 plus 6 is 12, minus 2 is 10 damage to 10 of his 20 health.
Oh, yes. Okay, great. So then we will use savagery, and I will attack him twice more. These will be normal attacks. So 6 base damage plus 3 green and 1 red. This should kill him.
There is 6 plus 3 is 9, less 2 is 7, so he's at 17 damage.
All right, so the next attack will kill him automatically because it's got a base damage of 6.
And that's another 8 minus 2 is 6 total. So he received 23 damage total out of 20 health. You have killed the Rossworn and gained yourself 3 loot, sir.
Yeah.
Wrong deck.
Oh, yeah, it is. That's the loot deck over here, isn't it? 1. A 2. And a 3.
Crunch.
And what is in the center of that lollipop? Nothing.
Nothing.
Power. Gain 2 power.
Puts hair on your chest.
And draw 1 consumable.
The consumable deck is conveniently right next to the loot deck.
And we got a lightning orb. Give me that lightning orb. I'm gonna zap some mofos with it. There we go. Okay. Great. Fun for everyone.
And you have 2 power.
I am so powerful.
The Rossworn needs to get removed off the table.
Thank you. I'm asleep at the wheel here, doing absolutely nothing. Because I've been dead this whole time.
Alexander would have also healed all of his damage from his 3 attacks, each one doing lifesteal 2. So that's the end of his turn. Actually, yeah. Yep. So that's the end of his turn. Because I already moved. Excuse me.
COVID.
Yep. And then, so I guess it's Alexandra's turn.
Yep.
And the warrior number 1 is pretty low on health, right?
Yep.
Over half.
All right. Real quick, let's just draw 1, 2, 3 cards. Quiet phone. Ooh, what's this one? Rapid strikes. Oh, hi.
Jeez.
Okay. So I am going to use 3 of my power. Well, not power. I'm going to use 3 energy. And I'm going to Fury 2 attack the... Do I have to discard? Nope. I'm going to Fury 2 attack the... Actually, why don't we move me so I'm between 2 and 3 and to the left of Kapak?
Left of Kapak, so you're not flanking.
Well, this is Alexandra, and because Kapak is stunned, it wouldn't be a flank anyway, right?
Right.
Yeah, so this way I can get at both of them without having to move.
1 moment. I think that is a thematic thing that we're...
Oh, okay.
They also do not block lines in room, but can contribute to flanking an enemy. So flank, that's companions. Where's the correct position of a flank target? Here must be adjacent to their target and on the opposite side of an ally who is adjacent to the attack invade. The enemy zones cannot attack. Companions who have a token or miniature on the map making sure. Okay, so that's companions. Okay. nothing under flank says anything about that. Let me just check stun.
Cool.
Just skips their next activation. So flanking, the way I'm reading in the rules, is you just have to have a ally on the opposite side. So per the rules, there's no indication that you still wouldn't get +2 base damage for flanking.
Okay. However, I don't want to kill this guy on my first attack.
Okay.
12.
But if you move now to there, you will be unable to use your movement later. You will only be able to leap.
Exactly.
Is that where you... So where do you want to go?
To the left of Kapak. Yep.
Okay.
All right. You guys ready for this?
I am ready.
So you're using Fury 2?
I'm going to use Fury 2 to add 2 base damage. I'm going to discard 2 more cards to make it 6. 1, 2.
Oh, that's Rapid Strikes you're talking about.
Yes, I'm sorry. I'm going to use Rapid... okay.
Because you had discarded Fury 2, yeah.
Yep. So, we're going to use Rapid Strikes. No, we're not. We're going to use Fury first because I have lost health. So 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So this would add 3 base damage by doing Fury. And I've used 3 AP.
Okay.
So my base damage is 5, 6, 7, 8. And I roll 2 green dice on warrior number 2.
So your base damage is 5, plus 3 is 8, and then 2 green die.
Yep.
Okay. 1 sword. 9. Minus 2 physical is 7.
Okay.
Which leaves you with 3 action points.
Yes.
So there, one's at
All
12
right.
health, or one's at 8 health, and one is at 13 health.
8 health left.
8 health left and 13 health left.
Okay. Good. So we're gonna attack Marcotti warrior number 1, who has 8 health left.
Okay.
And we are gonna have Alexander use a 0 cost card called Glory of Tarpit to give Alexandra 2 base damage.
Okay, so she's doing 7 base damage.
Yep. And then she is going to use Rapid Strikes.
She can't.
Oh, right.
Can she attack again?
But you might be able to use Claw if you don't kill with this attack.
Well, the idea is to try and kill number 1.
Right, I think you can. I mean, right now with that +2 from Alexander, you're rolling 7 base damage, and they only have a health of 8 left. So
How much armor do they have, though?
I need to roll 2 on the dice to kill. Okay, give it a go.
So you're doing your regular chakram, which is 2 green dice. You have a base damage of 5, plus 2 from Alexander is 7. These guys have a armor of 2, so you're guaranteeing 5 damage. You need to roll 3 or better. And you got a star and 1, so you've done 6.
I wish those stars actually did something. And then
And that is to number 1, so he has 2 health left. Hold on, 5. Yeah, 2 health left.
all right, let's roll Let's do claw and roll 1 red die and hope for the best.
Claw and 1 red die. Okay. Ooh, 1 sword. So they have 1 health left.
Yeah, that didn't do any damage at all. Oh, did it do the 1 damage?
1 damage. So he has 1 health left.
Well, that wasn't enough to get her another turn. Yep. Oh, shit.
That being
that's
said,
okay.
you have 1 AP left because you did 3, and then an attack is 5.
Okay.
So you could use tranquilizer or lightning.
Let's use lightning orb on McCarty Warrior 1.
Okay.
Zap.
And you're gonna roll 5 blue, and they have no magical defense, so you just need to get 1 sword here.
Roll good.
But you just could roll mediocre, and that should be enough.
You got 5 swords, so I think he's more than that.
All right. Now, guess what that means?
You get another turn.
Yeah, it doesn't say anything in the off twin about you can't use an item to slay somebody, so.
Sweet.
Oh, wait. On slay. Let me just read slay to confirm if that's like a specific thing.
Sure.
Nope, that just means kill. So you do get a free activation following that. So I'm going to flip your lightning orb. Oh, let me unlock it, then flip it.
Flip it and reverse it.
And move those dice. And move number 1 off the board. And you get to draw a loot.
Okay. Are those not my cards? Yeah, they are. I don't know why it doesn't say return to deck, though.
They were removed from a deck at some point.
All right.
Let me just see. Your deck has 9 cards. You've drawn 4. So that is 13. So they should be part of your deck. I'll add them right now.
Oh, okay.
Add them to
And then,
Sandra's abilities. There we go.
I got 2 power.
Nice.
I got the power. I got unlimited power.
I don't think Kapok's going to get another turn here.
I mean, do you want another turn, buddy?
Well, the next turn is to just unstun.
Yeah. All right. Well, here's 1. We will shuffle, draw to table, and quite frankly, I am going to ruin this man's life. So I am going to put myself in flanking position directly to the top of the character across from Kapok.
Are you walking there or leaping there?
Oh, yeah. Let's leap.
All right. So
And then
5 power. You've leapt there.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then we are going to rapid strike at the same time. For
hold
2.
on. Oh, I didn't know that. Okay, so if you notice, they both have the same symbol.
Yeah.
Augment an attack. And leap attack itself isn't an attack. It's a addition to your chakram.
Okay.
So
can you only do 1
You
at
can
a
only
time?
do 1. Yeah.
That's fine. So we will still leap, and we will save rapid strikes for the follow-up attack.
So you get plus 2 dice, so 4 green die, plus your base damage of 5 and 2 for flanking. So you have 7 plus 4 green die to a guy who has 7 damage right now. And you roll another 4, so that's 11.
See ya.
Minus
Bye,
his
Felicia.
minus his 2 armor is 9. So 9 plus his 7 is 16 damage. So he's got 4 health left.
Oh, boo.
Oh, does he?
Yeah.
No, he doesn't. We're gonna rapid strikes him now.
Cool, because you still have 4 activation points. So.
Oh yeah. All right, so we're gonna discard 2 cards to add 6 bonus, 6 base damage to this
Sweet.
attack.
He's now dead.
Yep.
Boom.
Can we just roll the dice anyway, just to see how dead he is?
Just to see how dead he is. So
Just to
you have
see
a base
how dead he
damage
is.
of 5, plus 6 is 11, minus his 2, so you already caused 9 damage, and then we roll 2 green die.
Don't
And-
forget the 2 extra base damage from flanking.
Oh, yeah, so you cause 11 at baseline here, plus 2 more, and 13.
That's 12. Yeah, 13.
Boom, he is
Extra dead.
more than
He's-
dead.
Really dead.
But you know who also is really dead?
Adina.
Adina. Okay,
And
so
we
you
can get her back, right?
So you win. I actually don't know the answer to that because the rules don't say anything about death. Oh, they do. Let me read to you what it says. Death. So it says, character deaths are often a dramatic and exciting twist of the plot. But in a world of vampires and mummy liches, death is not always the end of a hero's story. The more flexible the players choose to be with their heroes, the more fun they will likely have, especially during repeated playthroughs. So if you don't get fixated on this is my character and I'm only playing this character, you won't be upset when your character accidentally dies playing through the campaign, because there's going to be a lot more than just the 6 heroes that are in the demo. There's a shit ton more.
Oh, okay.
So,
There are?
Yeah. There's I think there's multiple tanks and multiple duelists and pirates and yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that. Neat.
I don't know if they're all available in Heirs of Ruin, but I know that.
Oh,
Right?
yeah.
There's-
Okay.
Yeah.
Because I knew there was other ones in the other expansions.
Yeah, I don't know if there's more in Heirs of Ruin. I can't remember. In any case, she's dead, which makes any dialogue coming up probably kind of interesting. So, resolution. All enemies are slain. Yes, go to R9 on page 25. We'll just hear whispers from Adina in the dark. So we turn to new occupancy, and it asks us, is Jaden in attendance? And Jaden is an angel, and he is not currently in attendance. So, for example, Jaden is in Heirs of Ruin, and I have a mini here for him, but he's not in the demo, so can't play with him. But
Cool.
this is, here, I'll show you his mini quickly.
Yeah, I want to see Jaden. Was he one of the stretch goal heroes?
I don't remember. But here is Jaden.
Oh,
Ooh,
he's cool.
super dope.
I've seen multiple figures that have those big angel-like wings, and I'm wondering what race they are.
In contrast to, I can't remember her name, I think it's Renata, who is not a very nice angel. She is a bad angel.
She looks mean.
She does look mean.
She is the final, everything you see here that I'm playing with is the 3D printed resin demo minis, but she in my hand and Kapak, who's painted on the table, are the final production copy of the PVC or the Hips plastic or whatever it is that they're using.
Oh, nice.
So
Nice.
she's actual final production quality detail. If you want to see that a little bit closer.
Ooh. That looks nice.
Yeah.
And then I'll show you Kapak. close. There you go.
There we go. Focused, finally. You did a really nice paint job on him.
Oh,
Yeah, you did. What? Oh, I want to know what color that jade is, because I'm gonna need to match that. I like that a lot.
That is a blend of two of the the scale 75 acrylics. Okay, so we go to R9 in the campaign book, and we get some narrative here. Kapak inspected one of the party's fallen foes, retrieving a blade from the skeleton's gnarled grasp and twisting it in the dim light. This was forged in Makata, he said, squinting in the dark, a very long time ago. I thought their garb looked familiar, said Adina with her ghostly dead voice. Creepily standing next to Kapak. Likely before the reign of Amoset the Wise, Kapak furrowed his brow. Could they be from when Tarpit was part of the Makati Empire? I don't see how, Adina said, turning around and raising her torch, spinning slowly to catch the flickering light on the ceiling. These catacombs aren't nearly old enough. Kapak tossed the Makati blade on the ground and then shrugged. Perhaps they were dug near a Makati tomb and our friends here became lonely. Adina flinched at a faint echo from further inside the catacombs. Do you think there could be more? She pulled the torch to her side to see if the visibility was somehow better. Or is this enough to take to Daver? No one would build a tomb for these poor sods, but we have discovered what lurks in the catacombs, at least. Kapak grabbed the head of one of the Makati corpses and unceremoniously ripped it off. This would be all the proof we need if we feel we've done our part this day. So essentially what just happened is Adina and Kapak are chatting about, there's sound in the distance. Do we need to go deeper? And for the purposes of the storyline, no, you don't, because you've found out what's going on in the catacombs for Daver, which is that there are undead enemies brewing down here. And he was the one that sent us down here on a mission in return for him sneaking us into the High Council's treasure vault to look for something that we need to help end the storm. So as a party, then, you're faced with this decision. Do you escape the catacombs? If so, end of demo. Or do you venture further into the catacombs?
If so, end of demo.
If so, turn to T4 on page 30. If you have the So Many Levers title, which we do not. So then you would go to S2 on page 19. So I will do that just to give you the text. S2. The party reaches another fork, this one caused by a massive boulder the designers of the catacombs decided would be easier to dig around than break apart. Both paths, left and right, are just as dark and full of cobwebs and dust. Full of cobwebs and dust as the rest of the catacombs. An almost rhythmic repetition of stone banging against stone is clearly coming from further down the right path, but the source of the noise is unclear. So the summary here, the word sunder, is fork in the road, banging noise on the right, no noise on the left. Party, perception check of 21. So everyone gets to roll 2d6 to add to their crosshair symbol on their character board for the hopes of 21. And I don't think any of us meet that criteria.
Nope.
So we automatically fail and just continue, which means, do you take the right path and follow the noise, or do you take the equally enticing left path?
Noise or silence?
Silence is golden.
Is that what you want? You want to go that way? Let's go that way.
Fantastic. Finally somebody chooses the silence pathway. I don't remember if I've seen this or not. So S5 on page 23. Voice in the dark. As you walk through the left path, you begin to hear a faint voice coming from deeper in the tunnel. You follow the sound to a dead end. All the tombs leading up to this point were sealed, but the sobbing is coming from one that has clearly been disturbed. You follow a voice to an open tomb. turn to S6 on page 23. It's called The Last Guard. The party cautiously enters the tomb, weapons at the ready. Inside, they find a wounded city guard, a vampire covered in blood and dust, with a large chunk of the cheek guard on his helmet cleaved off. He doesn't appear to be gravely injured, but is definitely in shock. All of the occupants of the tomb have been ripped from their resting places and their bones piled in the opposite corner from the guard. "They came for us," he said. Adina knelt beside the guard and attempted to comfort him, and he just became more scared shitless because she's already dead.
Ghost!
The guard stared blankly forward, not registering the priest was not a vampire herself. "Who came for you?" The guard shivered. "The dead. They came for us, and then they were dead. All dead. Dead by dead." Adina looked up at the others. "He's delirious. I'm not sure we can help him." The guard shivered once more. "Certainly not here." And so you're faced with the decision, do you leave the guard, in which case go to S3 or S7? Do you take him with you, in which case go to S8? Or do you kill the guard?
Ooh.
I mean,
He's delirious, so I don't know how much help he would be to the party unless we immediately bring him out.
what are the options again? Robert distracted me.
Do you leave him, page 23, S7? Do you kill the guard
Kill.
with mercy? Or do you take him with you? There's only one option here that I actually have not seen.
Is it take him with you?
Maybe.
Let's take him with us.
Oh, okay. We will turn to page 24 then to S8. With reason. Adina placed both of her hands on the guard's face, and they mysteriously passed right through his skin. Just
I like
kidding.
to think she's less of a ghost and more just like a positive energy zombie. Like her god wouldn't let her die because she still has this work to do. So he just sort of like resurrected her as a zombie, but instead of like evil black magic energy, it's just like holy light coming out of her eyes.
So,
Undead.
in actuality, she does place both of her hands on his face and gently turned his head until their eyes locked. "You will be safe with us." The guard became lucid for a few moments, seeing Adina for the first time. "Safe? No one is safe!" The guard leapt to his feet and bolted past the party before anyone could stop him. "I have to get out of here," he yelled as he ran down the tunnel. The guard decides to peace out.
Later, Gator.
If the party has the open catacombs in either the threat revealed or new occupancy titles, which I believe we have new occupancy, the party earns the survivor title. So that might mean that he becomes some important piece later in the story because we did something that either didn't leave him alone in the dark all crazy, and we didn't kill him. So he's alive maybe somewhere further down in the story, and that might have impact.
Perfect.
It's like Captain Jack from Sword and Sorcery.
That's exactly what I was thinking of.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then so now you turn to T1 on page 29, or that's if you have one of those titles. And new occupancy, let me just go back and just see if we actually had that. I can't remember. New occupancy. So we did the Knight's Tomb, Into the Dark, Faint Voice, Dead End. Okay. We went this way, we went to the Knight's Tomb. The Makati had initiative because they ambushed us. And we go to R9 on page 25 after we kill them all. On R25. R9, new occupancy. The party has earned the new occupancy title. Yes, we have that. Oh, I forgot to read the words under here. Kapak grabs a head for evidence of the Makati undead. Makati is fun to say. Makati.
It's not wrong.
So we do have that, which means we earn the survivor title, then go to T1 on page 29. So we do that. T1, the survivor. Knowing the guard should be able to make it to the entrance without aid, the party decides exploring the rest of the catacombs. The banging noise, specifically, should be their next course of action. So the party has earned the survivor title. Turn to T5 on page 26. Go back a couple pages. And we get to the hero's tomb. Vanessa peered out at the undead soldiers. So, being in the catacombs, I believe Kapak, Adina, and Vanessa are required, but we decided to ignore that to have fun with the twins. So, Vanessa peered out at the undead soldiers from behind the edge of the tunnel. Hold on. No. Busy work. It didn't take the party long to reach the source of the banging. At the end of the right tunnel was a large T-shaped room crawling with undead soldiers. One group was attempting to break into a tomb at the base of the T, using a large chunk of a broken pillar like a battering ram. The tomb was covered from floor to ceiling with runes, glyphs, and a form of mystical calligraphy that hasn't been practiced for centuries. Some of the tomb's wards had already been triggered, evidenced by the soldiers laying on the ground, dead again, and smoldering. Across the room from the heroes, another group of undead were dragging corpses away toward a distant exit, a tomb where the entrance and walls had been decimated to allow easier entry. In the middle of the room, several undead soldiers were attempting to free themselves from some sort of mystical pit that appeared to be losing energy with every passing moment. And the summary there is, there are undead everywhere, some trying to break into a magic tomb, some are trapped in a magic pit, and others carrying off corpses to some giant hole in the wall. Fun.
So fun.
Much fun.
Is Vanessa in attendance? If so, go to page 26. And, that's why this happened. Okay, she's not in attendance, so we continue. Kapak peered out at the undead soldiers from behind the edge of the tunnel. There is magic at work here, and it is not finished with those monsters, or us. With no other option, the party readied themselves for a fight and then charged headlong into the room. Kapak says this fight is going to suck. I'm paraphrasing.
It is going to suck. I have 18 health left.
And so we enter another encounter is what would happen next. And just for fun, I'll describe what this scenario sounds like. So you have a T-ish shaped room with us at the bottom of the T and some Makati spawning on the left-hand side at the top of the T and some on the right-hand side. And sort of in the middle of the T are two holes that more Makati could climb out of. And then there are some scattered columns to hide around, and there are 3 switches scattered across the map. And the victory objective is to slay all enemies. And the special effects are this. Activating a lever costs 3 action points. You have to roll 1 fate dice to determine which type of stat must be used for the lever. So you roll a d6, and if you roll 1 to 2, it's strength. It's a strength check at that lever. If you roll a 3 to 4, then it's an agility test at that lever. And if you roll a 5 to 6, it would be a spirit test at that lever. So you need to get to these levers, spend action points to attempt a roll, and then you find out that it might not even be possible with the character you got there with. But then you've at least you've at least identified which lever is which stat, so you know who to send there. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then once you know a lever stat, ignore that stat when rolling for the other levers, And so you just keep rolling until you identify which ones are then the other two, right?
Right.
And a lever can be attempted multiple times, but only grants rewards if the test is passed on the first attempt. The party must, and the party must successfully activate a lever, passing the test and removing the lever every other round. And the reason why you want to do this, at least every other round, is because when a round ends, if the party didn't successfully activate a lever in that round or the round before, all heroes are assigned 3 damage and a level 2 Makati warrior spawns next to one of the holes.
Oh.
So it's kind of like the darts. You get damage at the end of every round if you haven't done that. Plus, they spawn a level 2 warrior. And in the last encounter, we only fought level 1 warriors.
Oh, no.
Yep. So that's very interesting. And the strength test is, the tests are a test of 19 for strength, agility, and spirit. And last time I did this fight, we missed twice on every single one.
Oh.
And we ended up just skipping the levers and just trying to rush to slay everybody.
Trying to murder everything.
Yeah. But we also started this encounter wrong and came in overpowered, carrying all this power from the last encounter, which you actually can't do. And I just walked up to the first pack of enemies with Adina and slayed 3 of them instantly. That shouldn't have happened. So because we actually ended up ignoring the levers, and if we hadn't have cheated and killed all those guys at the beginning, we never would have survived. But we made it too easy by not resetting things by accident. Yeah. So that would be the next encounter in the demo, which unfortunately I can't play today, but I'm happy to do that with you guys again.
Sure.
That sounds fun.
I got stuff I gotta get done today anyway.
Same.
Yeah, so that's that.
That was a good one.
That was a very good one.
So hopefully Robert will get me the updated campaign demo book where we can go beyond the encounters we've seen and do something new. And that might allow us to use Jaden, because they sent minis for everything they wanted to include in the demo campaign. So it seems like we might be able to use him and a few new enemies. Actually, a lot new enemies. There's a ton.
Sweet.
Nice.
Yeah, I'm excited.
Same.
Did you like it?
Did you both back Stormsunder, or just you?
No.
Just me. Yeah.
Gotcha. Cool.
Yep.
I wish I had a roommate who was backing expensive board games for me that I could just reap the rewards.
It's all good though. I mean, I need somebody to play these games with, and my friend group is awesome. And they'll come over and we'll play Zombicide, Black Plague, for 3 or 4 hours and stuff like that. But some of the campaign focused dungeon crawlers, they're a lot of them aren't really into that,
Yeah.
So Jasmine plays those games with me.
That's sweet. Yeah, I don't know anybody in real life that is too fond of this style of gameplay either. Most people just have an attention span for an hour, and that's about it. So they play Scrabble and that kind of thing.
I really like the games. I loved the first one that we started playing, which was the monster one.
Kingdom Death Monster.
Kingdom Death Monster. I loved that. That was such a great game. And then we started with Sword and Sorcery, and I just fell in love with that one too. And I'm starting to fall in love with this one as well.
Yeah.
Sweet. Well, I'm happy to play via distance with you guys anytime.
Hell yeah. I've got I put in an order for my own Vorpal setup. So
what's cool is because we'll all have the same components, you guys could have the physical board in front of you, and I could have it in front of me, and I could stream just to make sure that we're doing everything the same, but we could all actually play with the physical components in front of us and not need the digital, because you could just control your characters, I could control mine, and it would literally feel like I'm there without actually being there.
That would be dope.
Yeah.
So And then, of course, any other games that I have in our collection here. If you ever want to play anything,
Oh, absolutely.
or if we decide we're going to play something, I'll shoot you a message and see if you're available.
Yeah, I'm shift work, and I usually only work 11 to 12 shifts a month. So usually I'm free. I just need advance notice of when we're. I need to book dates.
No, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
Yeah. Well,
All
thanks,
right,
guys.
cool.
That was good.
Yeah, had a lot of fun. We'll catch you later, okay?
All right, take care. Nice meeting you, Jasmine. Take care.